The sun rises over Cabinda, Angola. The ocean sparkles gold as the first light hits the massive crude oil rigs. Seagulls cry above, and the hum of machinery fills the air. This is a place where dreams are as vast as the Atlantic and every day counts. In this town lived two friends, Nuno and Tiago. Both were talented, both smart, both determined to make a mark in Angola's crude oil industry. But their lives had taken very different paths. Nuno was the kind of person who woke up before dawn. He drank his strong coffee, reviewed operational plans, and double-checked safety protocols. Every day, he was ready to tackle challenges head-on. Tiago, on the other hand, loved comfort. He lingered in bed, scrolling on his phone, watching telenovelas, and hoping that somehow the day would sort itself out. He admired Nuno, yet secretly felt resentment for his friend's relentless energy. This story follows them through mistakes, triumphs, lessons, and transformations. One morning, the rigs were already alive with activity. Nuno was walking the platforms, clipboard in hand, checking valves, inspecting equipment, and coordinating the crew. The wind was strong, carrying the scent of crude oil and the salt of the ocean. Tiago finally rolled out of bed at 10 o'clock. By the time he arrived, Nuno had already led a team meeting, fixed a small leak, and proposed a plan to increase extraction efficiency. Tiago watched silently, feeling a mixture of awe and self-reproach. Later, they sat together during lunch. Tiago asked quietly, almost defeated, "How do you do it, Nuno? How do you have so much energy every day?" Nuno smiled, not arrogantly, but with warmth. "Energy isn't magic, Tiago. It's choice. You wake up, you do the small things consistently, and suddenly you're ahead." Tiago nodded, but didn't fully believe him. The habit of laziness had been years in the making. Change felt impossible. A few weeks later, their company announced a critical project: improve the extraction rate of one of the oldest rigs. Success meant recognition, promotion, and a real chance to secure their future. Nuno dived into data. He inspected the pumps, checked flow rates, calculated safety margins, and coordinated with engineers. Every task, every observation was deliberate. Tiago, meanwhile, procrastinated. He had ideas, but fear and doubt paralyzed him. He watched the sun rise and set, and still, his hands remained idle. Tiago's throat tightened. I don't know if I can do it," he admitted, voice trembling. "It's not about knowing everything," Nuno said firmly. "It's about starting. You can't fail if you begin." Tiago tried, but panic overtook him. He made mistakes, miscalculated flows, and by the submission date, his work was incomplete. Nuno's plan, submitted early, impressed management. Tiago's dreams of recognition slipped through his fingers. That evening, Tiago walked alone along the rig's edge. The wind was cold, the waves crashing against the metal pillars. He felt the weight of his mistakes crushing him. Nuno found him there, leaning against the railing. "Thinking about today?" he asked softly. "I don't know why I can't be like you," Tiago admitted. "I want to, but I just don't." Nuno nodded, understanding. "You're not lazy because you're bad. Laziness is a habit. Every day, you decide where to put your energy. Start small. Fix one thing today, then another, tomorrow. It grows." Tiago looked at the sunset, reflecting off the water. He felt fear, yes, but also something new: hope. Maybe he could change. The next morning, Tiago set an alarm for 6 o'clock. His heart pounded as he got out of bed. He made coffee, checked his notes, and went to the rig. At first, it was awkward. He forgot tasks, hesitated when making decisions, and the crew noticed. But Nuno guided him patiently. Each day, Tiago improved. He completed one small task before distractions, checked one valve extra, made one careful observation. Weeks passed. One day, a minor leak appeared on a pump. Tiago noticed it immediately and prevented a larger malfunction. Relief and pride surged through him. "See," Nuno said, clapping him on the shoulder. "This is what happens when you choose energy over comfort." Tiago realized that small choices truly compounded. Laziness had cost him before, but now his energy was creating results. Nuno and Tiago sat at the edge of the rig, watching the sun sink into the Atlantic. Tiago spoke quietly. "I wish I'd started sooner." "It doesn't matter when you start," Nuno replied. "It matters that you start." Energy builds habits. Habits build momentum. Momentum builds results. Tiago smiled, thinking of the weeks he had wasted and of the progress he had made. He understood that every small choice mattered. Every morning, every action, every decision shaped his life. Months later, Tiago had transformed. Not overnight, but one small choice at a time. Together, Nuno and Tiago led projects, innovated on the rigs, and built trust among their colleagues. The rigs were alive with energy, just like their friendship. And Tiago understood, life, like crude oil, required effort to extract. Laziness might feel comfortable, but energy created wealth, opportunity, and fulfillment. "The question isn't whether you are lazy or energetic," Tiago whispered to himself one evening, looking at the horizon. "The question is, what small action will I take today?" The sun set, waves crashed, and the rigs continued their steady hum. And just like that, a choice had changed everything.